All right, so let's get into these CIAA conference play picks. Let's see if I can get all of these right. So let's start off with the first matchup. Virginia State versus Shaw. I mean, listen, let's just be honest about this. Virginia State should win this game in convincing fashion. Now, Shaw, they have been tough, especially defensively. They do have they play hard and they play tough. So I got to give them their credit on that. And they finally got their first win of the season last week when they beat Elizabeth City State. So they got Virginia State. Also, keep in mind, Shaw has 1 day's less rest because they actually had to play on a Sunday because of the storms and everything. But nevertheless, I got Virginia State by 3 touchdowns. Next game, we got Virginia Union versus St. Aug's. Virginia Union was just shocked at the end of the game by Fayetteville State on a field goal at home, once again in that weather. I've been saying all year that, in my personal opinion, Virginia Union is wildly overrated. They had the close game with Livingstone, and then they turned around and lost to Fayetteville State. I just think they're overrated. But with that being said, I do believe they'll be able to beat St. Aug's. Now, this game will be a lot closer than people think. I have Virginia Union beating St. Aug's in a 1-score game. Then we have Winston-Salem State versus Lincoln. Winston-Salem State has looked better recently. Lincoln looks better than they have in the past, but once again, strength of schedule. So if I take all my bias out of this one, I would say Winston-Salem State wins this game by, let's say, 10. I'll take Winston-Salem by 10 in this game. Then we have Fayetteville State versus Bluefield State. I'm going to be real with you. Fayetteville is riding high off of that shocker on the road at VUU. And now they got Bluefield. I'm going to take Fayetteville by 2 touchdowns to knock out Bluefield State. We got Johnson C. Smith versus Elizabeth City. Elizabeth City also played on Sunday against that game against Shaw. They have 1 day's less rest. They actually were the ones who gave Shaw their first win of the season. So instead of them going to 2-2, they dropped down to 1-3, and I got them going down to 1-4. I'm actually going to take Johnson C. Smith to win this game and remain at the top of the CIAA South. So I'm going to take Johnson C. Smith by 10. I think Johnson C. Smith will beat Elizabeth City by 10 points or more. And, of course, we got Bowie State versus Livingstone. I mean, come on now. You already know who I'm picking. And that video is actually already out, so go check that video. But Bowie State by 20 points.